Yes, madam. Thank you. Welcome, Dr. Clear. Good morning, everyone. So we are here for the inauguration event for the International Conference on Biomacromolecules and Cellular Interface 2021. It is going to be held during this today and tomorrow 9 and 10 January 2021. It is our great pleasure to invite Dr. Claire Hoskins from, she is a Reader Associate Professor in the Department of Pure and Applied Chemistry at the University of Stekkel, UK, and she has published over 50 peer-reviewed articles and have filed one patent. Claire recently moved to the University of Stekkel. Previous to this position, she worked within the School of Pharmacy at Kiel University, where she was the postgraduate research director to a few phases here today. Claire's undergraduate degree is in applied chemistry with subsequent PhD in pharmaceutics. Her research focuses on nanomedicine development with a specific interest in stimuli responsive and intelligent materials for precise cancer therapy. Claire is a fellow and chartered scientist of the Royal Society of Chemistry, RSC, and is currently the Vice Chair for Program Management of the Controlled Release Society. So here we welcome Dr. Claire Hoskins to the event of inauguration for ICBCI 2021. Welcome, madam.
Thank you.
We are happy to be here for the event inauguration session as a guest of honor for the event. Further, I would like to hand over to Dr. A.K. Jena sir to initiate the event, the inaugural session of the ICBCI 2021. Over to you, sir.
Thank you very much. Very good morning to everybody. So formally, I will just mention our key points of this conference and the objective of this conference. So first of all, I would address to the director of our institute, who is the chief patron of this conference. The respected director of the institute, chief patron of the conference, Professor L.K. Wasti, the guest of honor and today's keynote speaker, Dr. Claire Hoskins, professor in the Department of Pure and Applied Chemistry, University of Strathclyde, Glasgow, UK. Another, we have keynote speaker of today's, Dr. Ratish Kumar Malepar, University of California, Davis. Chairperson of the conference, Dr. Pamita Awasthi, Professor in the Department of Chemistry, NIT Hamirpur. All the participants, secretaries of the conference, Dr. Mahesh Shah, is Professor in the Department of Biotechnology, NIT Jalandhar. Dr. Harsh Manchanda, Professor in the Department of Chemistry, NIT Jalandhar. Dr. Rohit Mehra, Associate Professor, Professor in the Department of Physics, NIT Jalandhar. I welcome all in the inaugural session of the International Conference, Biomacromolecules and Cellular Interface, ICBCI 2021, organized by the Department of Biotechnology, NIT Jalandhar. Biomacromolecules are naturally occurring macromolecular compounds that make up the essential building blocks of nearly all types of biological systems, such as nucleic acids, proteins, polysaccharides, etc. are the most important classes of the biopolymers, which are formed through the condensation of their monomeric units, that is, nucleotides, amino acids, and the monosaccharides. The huge number of monomers linked together during the polycondensation and the countless combinations that exist that lay the foundation for an enormous diversity of these compounds that also lead to this multiple functionality. Thus, the biomacromolecules often exhibit a high degree of functionality and the ability for branching or their 3D or 2D structures that facilitates for a platform for the nanotechnological applications. the specific functional ability of the molecular recognition and the self-organization, that is the enzymes, antibodies, DNA, etc., enable us to make biomacromolecules serving as molecular tools in the biochemistry, molecular biology, or as precisely controllable dimensional platforms for the nanoscale applications. This has found wide applications in nanometrology, which is concerned with the science of measurements in the nanoscale level, including the quantitative determinations of dimensions, as well as other physical properties, as for example, the mechanical, electrical, magnetic, optical properties, and their combinations. These also makes an important properties for the various measurements which are related to the chemical and biological properties of nanomaterials and the events taking place at the nanoscale. Beyond that, the ability of the molecular interactions and the self-organizations accompanied by a change of physical properties makes biopolymers a valuable basis for designed biomaterials, as for example in the medicines for use of controlled drug release, tissue engineering, etc. Several proteins, for instance, can serve as a specific early warning as indicators of critical body malfunctions. Say, for example, in case of cancer, cardiovascular disease, neurodegenerative diseases, etc. Therefore, concentration of these proteins biomarkers in the body fluids, actually measurement of these compounds are very important for the early disease diagnosis. Modifying the surface of the nanomaterial in different ways using these biomacromolecules produce materials with distinct biological properties and functionalities. The use of metal oxides, nanoparticles, carbon nanotubes, liposomes, nanopattern flat surfaces for the specific biomedical applications has emerged. The property of the surface of these materials found their use in diagnosis, biosensing, bioimaging devices, drug delivery systems, bone tissue transplants, etc. The toxicology of these particles also evolved in light of new field referred as nanotoxicology. The US government research agenda for the nanoparticle applications have been defined by NIH's Bioengineering Consortium in 2000. The scientists, physicians, and the engineers identified 8 topics. Synthesis, those are synthesis and the use of nanostructures, application of nanotechnology in therapy, biomimetic nanostructures, which are synthetic products developed from the understanding of the biological systems, biological nanostructures, electronic biological interface, the devices for the early detection of the diseases, instruments for studying the individual molecules, nanotechnology for tissue engineering. So looking at all these aspects, we decided to organize this conference, Biomacromolecules and the Cellular Interface, ICBCI 2021, during the January 9 and 10, with an aim of providing an excellent platform for the students, researchers, academicians, engineers, and technologists to exchange their findings, new ideas in all aspects of the interdisciplinary area. Eminent persons from India and abroad, UK, USA, and various other institutes in like the IITs, IIC, etc., will disseminate the latest achievements and the breakthrough developments in all these areas. I am very sure the international conference will be very useful for the participants, and my best wishes to them for a wonderful experience from interaction with the eminent persons. My best wishes to organizers to make it a big success. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Jena sir. So as a chairman, you have guided us to come up to this level, and thank you for all those supports and the guidance. And this, further, we are moving to invite Dr. Claire Hoskins for her address towards the ICBCI inauguration.
Hi there. I would just like to start by thanking the organisers for inviting me to come and speak. I'm completely honoured to come and speak to everyone today. My love of India started 2 years ago. I came to visit IIT Ropar and I stayed in Chandigarh, and I absolutely fell in love with your country. I'm from Northern Ireland, and I think that the people are very similar in their attitudes. They're warm, welcoming and friendly. So I really am thrilled to be here today to talk about biomolecular sciences and the interface sciences. I believe that science is global and should be accessible to all people. And I'm a big believer that true innovation needs input from different sources. And we've just heard from Professor Jana that this is quite a very multidisciplinary field. So I think it's really important to seek help from experts in different areas. Know your strengths, know your weaknesses. My expertise is in nanotechnology, and look what's happened in the last year with the global pandemic. Nanotechnology stands to make a huge impact globally now with the vaccines. But we do need to proceed with caution, and we have seen some reaction to PEG, probably, in the media, particularly in the UK here. And so we need to look at very closely at toxicity of compounds that we want to administer to people. So we really do need to work in collaboration with people globally, understanding our strengths, weaknesses, and seeking help from experts in the field. I'm really proud to have hosted multiple students from India into my labs, both at Keele University and at Strathclyde, so including Vibhav Kher from Prem Gupta's lab in Jammu, and Mohammed Kudushi Muzammil from Naveed Malik's lab. And these have started to foster the seeds of long-term collaborations, which is really nice to see. So I'm sad that I can't be there in person. I was really looking forward to coming to visit. But the UK has just entered our third lockdown, feels like the 100th lockdown. And hopefully I can come as soon as the COVID battle is over. If I'm a bit stunned, apologies, it's very early in the UK today. But my lab is always open to collaborations, student visits. There's multiple funding opportunities to work with the UK via the British Council, Royal Society of Chemistry and Commonwealth scholarships. So do get in contact if there's anything you hear from my presentation later on that you think that you would like to link up with. And I'll talk to you a little bit about the different fields that we work in. But again, thank you very much for having me today. I'm really looking forward to an exciting conference.
Thank you, Dr. Claire, and thank you for so much nice thoughts about India. And we are always welcoming you for, obviously, unfortunately, we couldn't invite you the last time when we were inviting for the physical international conference, but now this is going online. But obviously, in future, when all these things will go off out of the world, that time we are going to organize again the similar sequel of the same conference in next year. So that time, obviously, we will invite you, and that time you will be able to come and visit the India and gain some more experience about India. So thank you for so nice thoughts of you. So further, actually, we are just waiting for our director, sir. So should I continue, Rohit,
sir? Dr. Saab, he will be joining at 10:30. So till then, you can tell about the conference or about the institute. I would like to tell something about.
Yes, sir. Please. Dr. Rohit Mehra, sir, is associate professor in Department of Physics, NIT, Dr. B.R. Ambedkar, NIT Jalandhar. So he is very much experienced, and he has more than 3 decades of teaching and research experience. So I would like to invite Dr. Mehra, sir, to enlighten and put some few words more about NIT Jalandhar and the departments. Please hand over to you.
Good morning, all of you, and I once again welcome all of you for this conference. And the best efforts put up by Dr. Mahesh Kumar Shah and Dr. A.K. Jana's team. You could see those efforts during these 2 days, and I hope the conference will be a great success especially for the academicians or the budding scientists who are working in this field. And I once again welcome Ma'am Hoskin for and whatever she has told about the India, that how she liked our hospitality. We feel sorry that this time we couldn't give you a special hospitality during this pandemic. But I hope that we will continue this series of conference in the future years also, and definitely we will like to see you physically at NIT Jalandhar. So just to, because our director is busy in some other conferences during this pandemic, a lot of things are being done by our institutes, especially for the academics, and especially for the development of new tools and techniques during this pandemic, where we could contribute as a technical institute. We have done a lot, especially the Department of Biotechnology has done a lot. They have developed a PPE kit, and now all of you know that India is the largest producer of PPE kit now. During this pandemic, we have never thought that we will become the largest producer. So once this pandemic starts, we were thinking that how we could give the PPE kits to our medicine people or the people who are working in those areas. But our institute has also contributed. Dr. Mahesh Kumar Shah has developed a new design for the PPE kit, and soon it will be patented and commercially available in the market also. So a lot of things have been done. Just to make you aware about the institute's profile, our institute is basically a technical institute which was started as a regional engineering college. But later on, with the involvement of the government's policy, it was turned as a National Institute of Technology, which is now the Institute of National Importance, where we are working in the field of engineering, sciences, management, and we are offering all the BTech courses in various disciplines of engineering, starting from the biotechnology to computer science, electronics, textile, mechanical, civil. And then we are also offering the science programs in the field of physics, chemistry, and mathematics. We are offering MSc and the PhD programs there. And we are also offering the MBA programs, PhD or MBA programs in the Department of Humanities and Management. So overall, the institute has come up with a lot of new dimensions, where we are working under the guidance of our present director, Dr. L.K. Avasthi, who is basically the guiding force. So why he's basically the guiding force? Because during his tenure of directorship, our faculty strength has gone 100 times more. We were nearly 100 faculty members before his joining, and now we are nearly 200 faculty members after 4 years of his tenure. So he has contributed a lot of or added a lot of people, especially the young people like Dr. Shah, who are very energetic. And with our experience, of course, we are not so much old, but with our experience of teaching this young faculty or young guiding force, we can bring laurels to our institute. So we are one of the pioneer institute in this northern India, which has been ranked as the topmost institute by the NIRF ranking facility by the government of India. And students generally opt our institute to a very high level of course. So this is something which I would like to share with you people. And now I would like to ask Dr. Mahesh Kumar Shah to just give the information about this conference, that, how many papers have been present are there, so that we can enlighten the audience with that information.
Yes, sir. Sure, sir. Thank you, Dr. Mira, sir. So further, I would like to again start with the objective and the themes and the further program schedule of the conference schedule. So it gives. I would like to start with the means my personal feelings about this international conference, and it gives me a great sense of joy and excitement to inform that Department of Biotechnology, Dr. B.R. Ambedkar National Institute of Technology, Jalandhar, has come to great extent to organize International Conference of Biomacromolecules and Cellular Interface (ICBCI-2021) during this 9 to 10 January 2021, and that is you can consider a COVID-19 pandemic situation. So we are performing at a virtual platform. So due to the current global situation, we have decided to host this event virtually, and are hopeful that it would foster strong collaborations and a sense of insightful learning. We are overwhelmed with the massive response and support received for this purpose. Many volunteers, participants have put forward their technical ideas and the papers, and we are filled with great pride at the idea of presenting those during this conference. The conference is aimed to provide insights around many state-of-the-art ideas in the field of biotechnology. So the objective of this conference is that to bring together academic scientists, researchers, research scholars to exchange and share their experience and research results on all aspects of biomacromolecules and events at the cellular interface that is interacting with the cells, molecules, and materials. It also provides a premier interdisciplinary platform for researchers, practitioners, and educators to present and discuss the most recent advancement of the field, innovation, and practical challenges encountered and solutions adopted. Main themes of the conference would relate to the biomaterials for tissue engineering, stem cell engineering and therapy, nanotechnology for bioengineering, cell and developmental biology, bioinformatics, and utilizing bioinformatics as a tools and techniques for modeling and simulation, carbon nanostructures, biomacromolecules, and simulation, smart manufacturing techniques, biomacromolecules and environmental remediation, biomedical and bioengineering for sensors development, bioprocess engineering for bioreactor scale-up, targeting cancer with biomolecules, protein engineering for synthetic enzymes. Further, we had received overwhelming response and we got the abstracts more than 80 during this organizing the conference. And out of those 80, we had particularly selected 33 oral presentations, and out of that, 5 will compete for a Young Scientist Award. And that will be evaluated by the jury committee that is already formed and has been informed. So they will take care and they will be engaged for evaluation of the Young Scientist Award during the International Conference ICBCI 2021. So I would like to express my sincere thanks to our director, Dr. L.K. Avasthi, sir, and all the members of organizing and advisory committee for their extended encouragement and support to make this event come to this stage. If I talk about the program schedule, so today is the 9th, and 11:30 it will start with the talk of Dr. Claire Hoskins, that is the guest of honor now. Further, it will proceed with Dr. Ratish Kumar Melapat from US, and he is from University of California, and his talk will start at 12:15. Further, there will be a lunch break at 1 o'clock, and again we are coming back at 2 p.m. today. The next session that will start at 2 p.m. is completely organized for the keynote and followed by the oral presentations of all the participants. So firstly, the keynote talk will be from Dr. Subha Narayan Rath sir from IIT Hyderabad, followed by Dr. Ramesh Gardal sir from IIT Madras. Further, it will be oral presentations of total 28 participants, and it will go in a parallel way. So the parallel session 1 will be chaired by myself, Dr. Mahesh Kumar Shah. Parallel session 2 will be chaired by Dr. Naved Malik from SBNIT, Surat, Gujarat, and parallel session 3 will be chaired by Dr. Rohit Mehra sir, NIT Jalandhar. So it will start at 3 p.m. today and it will go up to 5 p.m. And all the participants are requested to stick to the timing so that it can be finished on time. And in 10 minutes, 7 minutes is actually given for presentation and 3 for the further query from the participants. If we talk about the next day, that is the 10th January 2021, the session 3 of the conference will start with the talk of Dr. Rajneesh from Dr. Amit Dinda sir from AIIMS New Delhi. Further, it will be a keynote from Dr. Asadu Khan from Aligarh Muslim University, Aligarh. And then after invited talk from Adesh Saini sir from Maharshiti Markandeswar University, Haryana, and then Dr. Naresh Kosuju from SCTIMST, Kerala. Further, there will be session for the Young Scientist Award presentation, and it will start sharply at 11:50 tomorrow. And total 5 presentations will be there. Up to 1 o'clock it will go, and it will be judged by the committee members. Further, there will be lunch break at 1 p.m. to 2 p.m. again. And after once the talk will again start at 2 p.m. By the keynote of Dr. Arvind Kumar from CSMCRI Bhavnagar, Gujarat. And next it will be Dr. Naved Malik from SVNIT Gujarat, and Dr. Narsimlu, NIT Warangal, and Dr. Solomon from Sur College of Applied Science, Ministry of Higher Education, Oman. It will be further proceed with a short interaction and brainstorming session with the experts and participants for further networking, collaboration, all the issues, challenges that is existing still, and all the participants, those who are looking for any kind of solutions. Okay, so there will be a kind of brainstorming session for all those required themes. Further, 4:30 to 5:30, there is organization of valedictory functions, and all the participants, all the speakers, all the committee members are requested to join that 4:30 program for the valedictory functions. So that is all about the 2 days program. And further, the program schedule is already distributed to participants, all the speakers also, and after the event, with the due permission of our directors, all the proceedings will be provided to the participants so that they can go through and they can track the different presentations. So still, I think directors sir will be joining very soon. So till that time, I would like, yes sir. So till that time,
I will be reading the message of the chairperson, because presently, due to his preoccupation, chairperson BOG is not available. So I will be reading his message which he has sent for all the participants. Just I will be reading his message which he has sent through email. Good luck to all the participants. Just to quote, "It is a matter of great pleasure that Department of Biotechnology, Dr. B.R. Ambedkar National Institute of Technology, Jalandhar, is organizing International Conference on Biomacromolecules and Cellular Interface ICBCI 2021 from January 9 to 10, 2021. The main aim of the ICBCI 2021 is to bring together leading academicians, scientists, researchers, and research scholars to exchange and share their experiences and research results on all aspects of biomolecules and events at cellular interface with cells, molecules, and materials. I believe the ICBCI 2021 will be the most comprehensive conference focused on the various aspects of advances in the biotechnology and the biomolecules and the cellular interface and their applications. I believe that the deliberations will explore various aspects of advances in the related fields, and I am sure that the conference will also provide an apt platform to the experts, industry professionals, and other participants to share their experiences. I would also inspire the young researchers to continue to work with dedication to further improve their skills and update their knowledge, and especially make the dream of India come true, which our previous president has thought for the Vision 2020, which has now been extended further. So as one of the chairperson of a leading institute of the country, I express my sincere thanks. I express my sincere acknowledgements to all the persons who have contributed for the conference, either through organizing it or through contributing their papers, so that we can deliberate on various issues and make this ICBCI 2021 a success. So it is a privilege to welcome all of you to this conference, and during this pandemic, of course, we cannot host it at a physical level, but I wish my best wishes and success for the conference, unquote. So this was the message which our chairperson has given to us. So I think director sir, who was busy in some other program, so he has recently joined. So due to very busy schedule, he is joining from another institute. He's heading another institute in our region. He is director of NIT Hamirpur also. So Madam Hoskin, he has joined, and Sir, Dr. Claire Hoskin, she has already joined and deliver her address on the theme of the conference. I welcome once again to you. Hand over the mic to Mahesh Kumar Shah, sir.
Thank you, Rohit sir. So, to make in a brief, here we are welcoming Dr. Claire Hoskins from Department of Pure and Applied Chemistry at University of Sheffield, UK. So we have here Dr. L.K. Avasthi sir, our worthy director, and he is parallelly handling the NIT Hamirpur as a director also. So obviously occupied with the busy schedule. So here we are welcoming our worthy director, Sir L.K. Avasthi sir, to address the gathering and the inauguration session. Please, sir.
Good morning and greeting from NIT Jalandhar. Our guest, Madam Hoskin, Professor Jana, Dr. Mahesh, Dr. Rohit, and dear participants, it's my pleasure to be here on inaugural of this international conference on biomacromolecules and cellular interfaces. And I'll just introduce this institute. The institute came in 1987 as Regional Engineering College Jalandhar, and later on the institute was rechristened as the Institute of National Importance by Act of Parliament, and it's a central government funded institution. We are having 11 undergraduate programs as on date: computer science, electronics, electrical, biotechnology, civil, mechanical. And we offer 16 MTech programs. Recently, we started an MTech program in energy studies also. And we have PhD in engineering, almost all disciplines of engineering, science, and management. So the Department of Biotechnology is the one of the recent departments, and has come up with many innovative ideas, including this international conference. And the institute faculty has brought many laurels, including that laurel of having crossed 500 peer-reviewed publications in this year. So the research fidelity, all credit to the faculty members. Recently in India, among around more than 14,000 institutions, we have been ranked 52nd, and among NITs somewhere in top 10. So the target is that not only we should be able to be good in research publications, but we should be equally good in having product development. And recently we have also this filed more than 40 patents in the from the institute in a year or so. So many have been granted, and some of them are at submission stage. Some have been submitted, and faculty, student, and research students, everyone is contributing for the growth of the institution, which is reflected in many other rankings which have come up national and internationally also. And institute is active in coordination with the international universities, and these universities, we have MOU with the top universities in the world, and the joint project, collaboration, conferences, etc., they are being organized. Institute is equally responsible for developing entrepreneurship in India, and we have Technology Business Incubation Center. We have a Space Technology Business Incubation Center. Many of the alumnus of our institute, they are established entrepreneurs, and so institute is helping in all over development of the students, not only as technocrats but as entrepreneurs and other areas as well. So I hope that during this conference on bio micro molecules and cellular interfaces, there will be deliberations which will lead in furthering this area of research, and the participants will be able to learn about the latest developments in this area. With this word, I congratulate Dr. Maheshla and Dr. Jana for taking this initiative, and hope that this conference will be a good teaching learning environment for all the participants. I also hope that humanity as a whole will come out of this pandemic at a later time, at a sooner time, and will get the vaccine, so much awaited vaccine, and world will be as it was pre 2020. Thank you. Jai Hind, Jai Bharat.
Thank you, sir, for your wishful and hopeful words that we are going to be going off all these COVID situations very soon, and all the vaccines are on the way to reach us, and we are going to be immunized very soon to encounter the drastic effect of the COVID-19. So thank you, sir. So with the due permission of our worthy director, sir, so I would like to display the proceeding over here. May I, sir?
Yes, yes, definitely. Well, go ahead. Congratulations, Dr. Mahesh and
Thank
Dr.
you.
Jana.
Now further, I would like to hand over to Dr. Rohit Mehra, sir, for further proceeding.
So these proceedings will be out with very soon with some ISBN number which we have already applied and we have been allotted. Just one or two formalities are there because number of papers we have to mention the number titles of each and every paper. So I congratulate all of the contributors because this will be a proceeding which we will try to publish in some good journals also, because we are also in touch with some journals who are going to publish some of the papers which will be technically evaluated and finally referred for the publications. So now just as a formality and a proposing vote of thanks, I would like to thank all of you for your contribution, for your valuable suggestions during this organization and sequence of our conference. So I propose my vote of thanks. Good morning to one and all, a revered guest of our guest of honor, Professor Claire Hoskin, Chairperson, Professor Ike Jana, Professor Pamita Avasthi, and our Honorable Director, Sir, Professor L.K. Avasthi, Sir, and registrars, Sir, other deans and distinguished dignitaries, because we have kept this session to a very small audience in terms of live joining, and otherwise it is live streamed by YouTube, and all the participants are seeing it through live streaming session. So, worthy colleagues and my dear students, I extend my heartiest gratitudes to all of you for your gracious presence in the International Conference of Biomolecules and Cellular Interface organized by the Department of Biotechnology, NIT Jalandhar. First and foremost, I am indebted to our worthy director, sir, for having faith in our team to put the plans into reality. I am extremely grateful to the chairperson of the conference for their kind and constant encouragement. I cannot express my words, my gratitudes to all the pioneers of biotechnology who accepted our invitations to enlighten the young minds. Also, I thank all the members of the advisory and the organizing committee who considered we people as worthy like Dr. Mahesh Kumar Sir, Dr. Harsh Manchanda, for being the secretary of this ICBCI 2021. I'm applauded the assistance provided by the research scholars to the department who worked day and night to design the brochures, updating the links on the websites, collecting data, and whatnot. I hope all the delegates will be enriched tremendously through the deliberations of this international conference, and its impact will be long lasting. Above all, I again once thanks Almighty and wish you all a very happy new year and good health, and hope that soon this vaccination part will be there, and most of the biotechnologists who are working in this area, they will try to develop new vaccines, or whatever the vaccines they have already developed, this pandemic period will be over. Thank you. Have a great time. I think this conference will be a great success. During the next 2 days, you will have very good deliberations, very good discussions, and we will come out with a concrete report which we will be submitting to our government so that it can be enhanced further. Thank you once again.
Thank you, Rohit sir. So further to make a brief to our worthy director sir, because he was not present at that time. So the program is going to be continued for 2 days, 9th and 10th, and it will start with the keynote of Dr. Claire Hoskins at sharply at 11:30. And it will go on with the further keynote speeches, and in the next session that will start at 2 p.m. Again, Dr. Subhanarayan sir from IIT Hyderabad, Dr. Ramesh Kardas from IIT Madras, they will also give the keynote talks, and it will proceed with all the oral presentation today. Tomorrow we have other presenters from AIMS New Delhi, Dr. Amit Jinda sir, Aligarh Muslim University, Dr. Asad, and Dr. Adesh Sheni from Haryana Markandesh University, Dr. Naresh Kosuju from SCT MST Kerala. And further, there will be a session for selecting the Young Scientist Award, and for that a panel is made, and they will evaluate and they will judge for the award. So there, after the lunch break, there will be talk from Dr. Arvind Kumar sir from Gujarat, CSIR Lab Bhavnagar, and Dr. Naved from SVNIT Gujarat, from Dr. Narsimlu sir from NIT Warangal, Dr. Solomon from Ministry of Higher Education Oman. And further, there is a brainstorming session at 4 o'clock tomorrow for better collaboration, interaction, and finding some solutions for the challenges that the participants, speakers, and all the researchers are encountering. And there is a validity session at 4:30 tomorrow. So this is about the program, sir. And with the due permission of yours, and now I would like to request you to declare this, this ICBCI 2021 open, and then this program we can conclude further.
I declare ICBCI 2021 open.
Thank you,
All
sir.
the best, and God bless you all.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay. Bye.
Yeah. Thank you, sir.
So, Dr. Claire, so you can shift to another talk, another link that is provided, and you can join at 11:30, sir. Thank you, madam.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, madam, sir. Thank you, madam.
Thank you, Mera.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah, madam. Thank you for being here with us.
Thank you.
Thank you.